Guys, welcome to X and B Trades again. I'm X.
We gotta stop doing that. I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all, bro.
This is B.
I don't like it.
I like it, bro. All right, anyway. This is X and B Trades, and we're going to get into EU real quick. Some interesting stuff has been happening, so let's go on and look at this chart. Right now we're on the weekly. I'm going to go and drop to the 1 hour real quick so you guys can see what we're talking about. Bam! Look at that, guys. Look at that dip right there. So when something drops like that, and there's really no explanation for it, we'll go to the news. And we kind of try to stay away from news for the most part, but I mean, if everything else is out the window, man, we'll dive into it. So we dove into it and we realized that I guess ECB had a
get the fuck off of me, man.
ECB had a news conference, and these guys, this dropped to, I believe, what was it, 150 pips?
Yeah, 145.
It dropped to
roughly 145.
Dropped to 145 pips, as you can see right here. So, B, go ahead and just tell them about exactly what happened.
Okay, so basically we got the interest rate report, or the earnings report from the Euro News. Basically lower estimated growth in inflation rates for this year and for the consecutive 2 years, which is good, but ultimately it was the news that made the market drop. But look out for NFP, for the Euro USD, because there's expected to be 100,000 plus jobs created, and the unemployment rate is supposed to go down. So just look out for the Euro USD NFP news, and we can get into some charts from there. So basically, if we go on the weekly chart, looking at some higher time frames, we got some. I wanted to look at these trend lines a little bit, because it's riding right on the trend line, and then also from the low in 2016 to right about here. What is that? January 2018. From that low in 2016 to the high in January 2018. The market's basically at a retracement of 61.8. That's a pretty volatile retracement level. So we're also going to be watching that. We're not getting into any trades yet, but I do want to also show you, we got divergence on the weekly chart. If you see from here to here on the RSI, and then the market's stagnant across. So that's definitely something to look at. If we just go down, we can look at the chart a little more. Yeah, that's all. You got anything else?
I mean, no, yeah. So Europe, they're trying to stimulate the economy. They're trying to do whatever they can to get that back up. So they're trying to get the employment rate back up, which is definitely going to help with the economy. And as you can see right here, it's kind of starting to make a little peak, and it's more evident on the 15-minute chart. But right now we're looking at it. We're considering a possible buy. Because every time news comes out and it does a significant drop like that, I want to say 70% of the time it's going to go right back up. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely correct.
Yeah, it has to correct itself. But I mean, this was pretty big news. And it definitely wasn't in the definitely wasn't in Europe's favor. So we're just gonna take a look at it and just keep an eye on it and then see what happens. But
we do also want to tell you the reason we're not getting into a trade on this yet is because we still believe it could go lower. For one, it just tapped the trend line again, which also made it drop. The technicals should always support your the news, which is why we don't look at news too much. But looking at that also, if we go back on the weekly chart, basically let's go to the daily. We don't have much support. We don't have much support until right about where am I at? Okay, yeah. So we don't have much support until right about here,
which is
It's all right about there. Anyways, the reason why we're not getting into trade yet is because that's the only support that's really gonna hold it up. So I mean, it could go down. It hasn't been that low since 2016, but
it was 2017. I think it was June of 2017.
The low.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, it's definitely interesting trade to look into, man. Definitely interesting trade.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep watching that. If we get into the trade, we'll definitely post another video, though.
Yeah. Hey, comment below and let us know what you guys think too. You know, we'd love to interact with you guys and talk about charts and see what's going on.
Tell us if we're wrong.
Yeah, but that's it. This was X&B Trades, and I'm Eggs. This is me. Hey, you guys.